Hey guys, Xenogrid here. Welcome back to a new video, and I recently bought a PS4 Slim. Even though the console is almost a decade old at this point, I think this still holds a lot of value. I should also mention that I've been playing video games for almost 15 years at this point, and this is my first actual console. So I'm really excited about it. And in this video, I'm going to talk about my experience with the PS4, pricing, performance, and most importantly, should you buy it or not? There are three variants of PS4. The OG PS4, or also known as PS4 Fat, PS4 Slim, and the PS4 Pro. The one I have here is the PS4 Slim, and I definitely bought it used, so there's no unboxing here. The console itself costed me 18,500 taka, or around 200 US dollar. This is the 1TB non-modded variant. Now if you get the 500GB variant, or if you go for the jailbroken one, it's gonna cost you more or less. So it depends on what you're getting and where you're from. And I also recommend not buying the PS4 Fat now, as that's quite old at this point. The PS4 Fat was released in 2013 while PS4 Slim was released in 2016. And performance on both of those consoles are literally the same. The only difference is in the design and power consumption. But however, PS4 Pro actually has better hardware than the two, so it's gonna be a little more pricey. The PS4 Slim comes with AMD Jaguar CPU, with 1.84 teraflops GPU and a 8GB GDDR5 RAM. The specification doesn't matter that much anyway, as games are literally made or ported for this device. Now price of used device depends on where you're from, so I'm not gonna talk about how much you should expect to pay. I recommend you do your research and talk with people that actually know. I absolutely do not recommend getting a new PS4 now, especially if you want value for money. If you really want to buy a new console, I would recommend that you save more and get a PS5 digital edition, or if you really want to go for a new console at lower price, then go for Xbox Series S. Sorry for the inconvenience, but if this video helps, then please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, as it will mean a lot to me. And also do share this video with a friend who is thinking of buying a PS4. As someone who has never had a console, I used to think the only thing you could do in this device were play games or maybe surf the internet a bit. But actually, a PS4 can serve as a full multimedia entertainment device. You can use it to watch movies, YouTube, and even Netflix. And it would be quite useful, especially if you have an older television, but it's made for gaming and it serves that flawlessly. Now, talking about games, the biggest benefit here is that the PS4 has been out for almost a decade, and there's a whole library of games that you can play. So it's almost impossible that you would run out of games to play anytime soon. And most importantly, video game companies are still making their games playable for PS4. Modern titles like Elden Ring, Horizon Forbidden West, and upcoming games like Hogwarts Legacy, God of War Ragnarok, and many more are gonna be released for PS4 as well. So by no means this is a dead console now, and I think it's safe to say that this console is gonna get support at least till 2025. Now I know what you low-end gamers might be thinking, which is, do I have to buy every game to play? Well, if you get the jailbroken one, you can play most games for free. But assuming you get a non-modified version, well, you can get a PS Plus extra subscription like me, so you can keep playing games without buying any. And also it's a great deal cause it features games like Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Assassin's Creed, and many more. So I think it's actually worth it, and mentioning that, you can also buy used games for cheap. I think a lot of people looks into getting a PS4 for playing Sony exclusives, which I think isn't worth it anymore. Now Sony has announced that at least half of PS exclusive games will be playable on PC by 2025, and newer games like Horizon Forbidden West and even most popular exclusive titles like Uncharted, God of War are now available or going to be available for PC. So if you have a good gaming PC already, there's no reason to buy a PS4 now. Now let's talk about performance. Well, the PS4 is capable of running most games at 30 FPS and some selected titles at 60 FPS. Most games that I played felt smooth and responsive. Now obviously if you're coming from 60 FPS, you do notice the 30 FPS. But because of how motion blur is implemented in the games, and also because of how constant frame time works, the 30 FPS doesn't feel bad. But however, there's some lag in heavy games like RDR2, especially in cities when there's a lot of entities and objects the device has to render. Now PS4 being an older hardware, it definitely can't run games at their maximum graphics. So graphics quality is indeed compromised for a lot of titles, but in my gaming experience I didn't notice it that much, and I think you won't either unless you're coming from an updated device. The PS4 Slim does not have support for SATA 3, so a SSD won't give you any benefit over a HDD. However, the PS4 Pro does support SATA 3, and if you want, you can upgrade the HDD to SSD on that device, but it's optional. Well, now for a piece of tech this old, what's next definitely does matter. Well, as I've said earlier, I don't think Sony is going to stop support for PS4 anytime soon, and game companies are still releasing new games for PS4, so I don't think buying a PS4 now would be a bad decision. Well, I guess that's it, and now let's talk about should you buy it or not. Now the main question here is why you wanna buy a PS4 now. First case, if you're looking for a device that will let you play most modern titles smoothly and your budget is less than $250, then definitely PS4 is a great choice. Because no matter how you take it, no desktop or laptop will give you the same performance as a PS4, especially at that price point. Second case, if you already have a PC and you just want a console to play games every now and then, or you want a console for your living room, then I think you can also consider buying a PS4. Now, if you are a competitive gamer but you don't have the budget to get a good PC right now, then the answer would be don't buy a PS4, save some more for a PC. Because most consoles are made for casual gaming in mind, so if you're looking into getting into the esports scene, then it's a hard no. Now, if you're a hardcore gamer and performance, graphics quality matters to you a lot, then it's also a no. I recommend you go for a PS5 or a Xbox Series X instead. Let me know what's your reason and why you're thinking of buying a PS4 now. So overall, I would say if you do casual gaming and you don't have much of a budget, overall the PS4 is a great buy. So well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know down in the comments why you wanna buy a PS4 and what you think of this video.